This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 5-year-old separated from mother at U.S.-Mexico border still missing. 5-year-old Malaysia Millian Miller, who got separated from her mother at the United States-Mexico border on Sunday, is still not accounted for, contrary to earlier reports. Jamaica's Consul General to Miami, Oliver Meir, had confirmed that the young Jamaican was back with her mother, Teresa Wilson, yesterday, after speaking with representatives from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. But it appears Malaysia had been confused with Wilson's other daughter, an 8-month-old infant. It was also indicated that Wilson, who left Jamaica on May 25 and was placed in detention in Arizona on Sunday, was released yesterday. Malaysia reportedly got separated as her mother sought to enter the U.S. through a human smuggling scheme that took the family through Panama and Mexico. The consulate in Miami and Jamaica's diplomatic representatives in Mexico are now trying to ascertain the child's whereabouts. The family lives in Waterhouse in St. Andrew. Former Morant Bay mayor and veteran trade unionist Hanif Brown has died. Veteran trade unionist and the former mayor of Morant Bay, St. Thomas, Hanif Brown, died yesterday. He has been ailing for some time. The government has hailed Brown for his services to industrial relations. The trade union movement has lost another remarkable stalwart who has made an invaluable contribution to Jamaica's agricultural sector, said Labor and Social Security Minister Carl Samuda. Brown was the Jamaica Labour Party councillor for the Bath Division from 1981 to 1990, and then the elected representative for the White Horses Division from 2007 to 2012, the period he served as mayor of Morant Bay and the chairman of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. He became involved in the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union in 1990, and 2 years later got the job as island supervisor with responsibility for the eastern parishes. Samuda says that Brown worked in getting better conditions for banana growers in St. Thomas and housing and pension arrangements for sugar workers island-wide. Last month, Brown was recognized among 25 individuals by the Labor Ministry for contributions to labor relations. Meanwhile, local government and rural development minister Desmond McKenzie has paid tribute to Brown and Seymour McKenzie, another former councillor from St. Thomas who has died. He said McKenzie will always be remembered as a consummate community development advocate who gave tireless service to the people of the Port Morant Division, where he served as councillor between 1990 and 1998. I want to place on record my personal gratitude for their selfless service and extend to their families not only my sorrow at their passing, but also my confidence that they will always be fondly and favorably remembered by the people of their divisions and the wider community, the minister said. Gunmen shoot up house and a car in Westmoreland. Police in Westmoreland are probing an incident in which a man's house and a motor vehicle were shot up by gunmen on Tuesday. The incident took place in a community known as Kings Valley in Morgansbridge, Grange Hill. Police said about 5:20 a.m., the 26-year-old man was in his house when he heard several loud explosions and realized that his house was being attacked. He managed to escape injuries and alerted the police. It was later discovered that his Toyota Voxy motor vehicle and the house were damaged by what appeared to be gunshots. Police, upon processing the scene, found 16 spent casings. No suspect has been identified in connection with the attack, police said. Unidentified body pulled from Sandy Gully. An unidentified body was pulled from the Sandy Gully in St. Andrew yesterday, shortly after 2 p.m., after residents reportedly saw 3 men throw what appeared to be a body into the gully. The news understands that residents witnessed a black Nissan motorcar drive along the gully bank. 3 men exited the vehicle and threw what appeared to be a body in the Sandy Gully. The residents reported the incident to the police, and after responding, police, along with the assistance of the fire department, removed the body of a male with multiple wounds to the head and upper body. In an interview with the news, Superintendent of Police for the St. Andrews South Police Division, Kirk Ricketts, said the scene has since been processed. At this time, the body is still unidentified. Our detectives have begun probing this incident with the view of identifying the individuals responsible for this heinous act. Ricketts is also encouraging anyone with information about this incident to contact the Hunts Bay Crime Investigation Branch at 876-923-7111 or the police emergency line at 119. Police believe Orange Street murder caused by ongoing feud between rival gangs. Following the shooting death of 27-year-old vendor Anthony James on Orange Street, Kingston on Tuesday, Superintendent of Police for Kingston Central, Beresford Williams, has revealed that this incident may have been caused by an ongoing feud between rival gangs operating in the area. Williams told the news that although police investigation is still in its early stage, one theory lawmen are considering is the continuation of the tit-for-tat between the Taliban breakaway gang and the Cuban gang that operates in the General Luke Lane and Orange Street area. Williams also disclosed that a police team was on patrol in the parade area when they heard loud explosions, which prompted them to take action. They responded in the South Parade area and were directed by citizens to 3 men armed with guns on foot in the area. They subsequently were engaged by the men, a shootout ensued, and the 3 men were subsequently held, all 3 with firearms and 20 rounds of ammunition. It was subsequently brought out that Mr. James was murdered, Williams stated, adding that 2 of the suspects are from a Kingston West address and the other suspect is from an East Kingston address. According to preliminary reports, James was shot shortly after 6 p.m. in the vicinity of the Tasty restaurant at West Parade. One of the alleged shooters was held in the ticketing office of the JUTC on Church Street. Hanover man wanted in the U.S. for lottery scamming remanded. A Hanover car parts dealer who is wanted in the U.S. in connection with a lottery scam was remanded on Wednesday when he appeared in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court. Alric Grant, who is also charged with the 2018 murder of Damien Gordon in Baileysville, St. Mary, is wanted in the U.S. for wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. It is alleged that he scammed a number of U.S. citizens out of hundreds of thousands of U.S. dollars after convincing them that they had won the lottery and they needed to send cash to receive their prizes. Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions Jeremy Taylor on Wednesday asked for the matter to be put off to another day so that he could have further consultation in respect to Mr. Grant's murder charge. A June 29 mention date was set. Overwhelmed, George Wright slams JPS NWC after residents protest. Member of Parliament for Westmoreland George Wright, whose constituency was on Wednesday rocked by a protest after prolonged disruptions in the water and electricity supplies, has slammed the utility companies for what he describes as inadequate service. His constituents' complaints, he said, have left him feeling overwhelmed. Power was restored to residents of Shawlin in Darling Street, Westmoreland, by about 3:30 p.m., but not before angry residents blocked the roads. These things are basic commodities. Persons cannot live without these, said the MP, who stressed that while he does not condone the staging of roadblocks, he has no issue with a peaceful protest. I've been reaching out to the service providers, but nothing adequate, he lamented. Wright, an independent MP, noted that he has been receiving numerous calls from residents in the parish complaining about light and water issues. It is overwhelming now, the schools are calling, businesses in the community, he said. Protesting residents said they have been without electricity since Sunday and have no water for about 2 months. However, Jamaica Public Service Company Director of Corporate Communications, Winsome Collum, said that at no point did the company receive a report that the entire community was without electricity. We got a report on June 8 from a resident indicating that she was without services, Collum said. According to Collum, Wednesday morning's attempt to restore the supply was initially affected by the roadblock, but the JPS team eventually managed to gain access. In response to meat vendor Venetia Mary's complaint that she has lost $70,000 worth of product, Collum advised her to notify the utility company. Claims for damage must be submitted in writing to jpsclaims at jpsco.com with details of the damage and the dates of the events, she explained. With electricity now restored, residents such as Farney Lewis are hoping water will soon flow from their taps. We feel great because this electricity is what we wanted, but there is still no water in the pipe, Lewis said. Corporate Public Relations Officer for the National Water Commission, Andrew Cannon, told the news that the company is trying to fix the problem. The NWC work crews are monitoring the situation in the area, and we are working to address the concern, he said. He added that the pipelines in the area are old, and the aged infrastructure results in low water pressure issues at times. The line air is locked, and so we have been doing maintenance work on the lines. Those works are ongoing, and we will be doing continuous assessment, he reassured. Cannon said trucking will be done to legitimate NWC customers once they make contact with the branch in Savannah Lamar. There is a plan by the NWC to upgrade the infrastructure as part of our capital project initiative. That project improvement will run from Dunbar's to Manning's School, he added. He is asking customers to be patient as the trucking is a complex undertaking. Delivery, he added, should take place shortly after a request is made. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.